Hey y'all, I think I'm in debt again. Yeah, I see you. You spilled your coffee. You're over there coughing. But what do you think I'm in debt with? And by the way, some of y'all forgot and didn't tell me and remind me, I gotta pay off the devices for Verizon. So it wasn't just the house, the car, and the hospital, it's the devices too I wanna get rid of. But, you didn't tell me about it, but I know now. Okay. But there's some other things that have been added to my debt. See if you can think of it. Write it in the comments. I'll give you a few seconds. So I decided to do my own debt tracker. You can do this too. You don't need any fancy, smazzy stuff. I got a debt tracker from Frugality is Life, which I'll probably use later, but to ease my mind and to tell you what has happened. So we'll start. Okay. We already had our other debt, so let's start with the house. Now we know it's not going to get paid anytime soon, okay? We're working on it. We're doing the 10,000 in 6 months or whatever happens to come, and it's going into the house binder. But it is getting paid. It is on time, and I bought it at an auction for $170,500 in a neighborhood where the houses start at $400,000. Right now I owe $145,000. That's $931, and they have the nerve to take on 39 cents, but that's okay. Not worried about that. They do things like that. Then we have the car, and I bought it at an auction. It was $32,000. It was brand new. They repossessed it from the person. The person decided they weren't paying the first month's payment, and they went and snatched the car back, and I got the loan, and I bought it. And so now I owe $20,563.79. Remember, that was up there, but I had paid it down. So we got the house and the car out the way. And then we've got Verizon. Now Verizon is chunked with 3 different things. The watch is $408.24. So we're going to keep everything separate. So as we pay, they will get gone. The iPhone is $499.90 left to pay on it, and the tablet is $595.52 for a grand total of $1,503.66. Now I pay them monthly, which you see, and which is now part of the business account, $250.95, but that would go down if I would pay this off. Remember, I paid my sons off around April or May, and it did go down because, it was up there. So now, we've got the house, the car, and Verizon, and we can't forget the hospital. Now, I paid off one hospital bill, and then this one was the bigger one, and it started at $6,997.24. Now, the only thing, thank God I had insurance. The hospital bill was originally $59,000, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I had the insurance paid it. This was my balance. I am going back to another insurance plan that I had before that paid 100% of the bill eventually. Now that I'm kind of released and not in debt so much, even though I did accrue some more debt. Are you writing down what you think it is? So right now the balance is $2,438.12. Okay, then we accrued. So we have those 4 debts. Now we have added or accrued, as they say, since you thought about it a while. And these are my grandparents' debts that they don't want to tell my mother and father about. So I decided that I would help them. Okay? So we'll go with Grandmama 1 and Grandpapa 2. So Grandmama, Grandpapa 1, they have 2 credit cards. One is $940.44, and the other is $986.23, for a total of $1,926.27. So we'll put little dollar signs in front of our balances. Okay. Then Grandmama A on the other side of the family, they have issues because, and Grandpapa A, they have a HELOC. Now they don't owe any more on the HELOC, but they went and got a loan on the HELOC. You know, you can take money out. Those are probably the worst things to do because the interest rate just rises. It just goes so fast, and if you don't have the money, or maybe you're not able to refinance, excuse me, they come after you, and they can take your whole house. So all they have left is $3,706.55. So I decided that these on this side had come to me and asked, could I help? And so I decided what's happening on your side, and this is what their problem is. Otherwise, they would be debt-free. So I'm taking it on myself to pay both of them in my budgeting fantasy of life here. And so that's my added debt. So I just kind of made a little chart, and it's not as I pay each section. I think I'm going to kind of divide it up. So I'm not always, look at this. This is what I paid this month. You know, I don't want to do that. And this is really the payoff side that I'm going to put here when I pay them off. Paid off. And I'm still working on my other side. I'm still paying the house. Still doing savings challenges for the house, the car. You know, Verizon, the hospital, so they're in sinking funds, so type things, but that's what that is, which I call Titanic funds. And I'll probably get 2 envelopes to separate these 2 right there and get them on their way to financial freedom, and we'll all live happily ever after. And then I can make sure everything else is ready, and I can go back to really hitting these right here. But I'm gonna hit them as I go. I'm not dropping them, but that's the plan. So I'll go by every 3 months or something and see where we are, you know, for each line, so I don't have to keep drawing this out and going on with it. So yeah, back in a little debt, but I think it's good debt to help somebody out and help my grandparents on both sides, and they can go debt-free and be happy instead of them trying to pay what little they were paying on it, and you know, getting interest. And this HELOC's really dangerous because if something would happen, the interest is just crazy. You know, it's just awful. They just go. I've seen it. My parents had a HELOC, and I tell you, they were hurrying up that last time to get rid of it. They thought it was a good idea, and it wasn't. So nope, I won't be getting one ever in this lifetime. Okay. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. I'll look at the comments and see what you guys thought it was. What did I get into? But that's what I got into. This I already had. except Verizon that you guys didn't remind me of that I had to pay. I just kind of went on, oh, that's Verizon. Yep. It's up there because of these right here. So I can get those paid off and get them straightened out, and then I'll go back into my car hospital mode. Okay, which I'll be after this hospital first, but I will still be working on these. Remember, I'm doing the 10,000 every 6 months or more, or even if next year starts, I may start something else to help it on. But I'm trying to get out the house from 2 to 4 years. 4 years is the max. Okay, that's super max. I don't even want to go there. I want to do 2 to 3, but 4 is just the max, and I think that's too long. I need to go. And the car, try to get rid of it sometime next year, or at least get it down. 20,000 I can get it out of here. Because I had paid off my son's car, so it was free and clear. So I didn't have to put it on any payments. And I just want to make sure that if this car ever goes down or his car ever goes down, we're fine. Bye. Go. Because if this car goes on down, I'm not going to go into all the fixing and stuff. I'll tinker with it for a while, but if it gets bad, it's gone, and I'm just going to get another one, and I'm going to pay cash for it. I'm done paying with major purchases with loans and all this stuff. The interest rates are too high and everything. And some people would ask me, they say, well, the mortgage, you get interest off the mortgage. You don't get that much interest off your mortgage. Okay, even if you get a refund of like $3,000 or $4,000, that's money they took out of your check in the first place. And if you're really getting all that money back, it would be fantastic. But they're not giving you all of that back. I mean, if they take $4,000 or $5,000 in interest, and then by the time the IRS gets it, you don't get that $4,000 or $5,000. I don't know what they're doing up there, but it doesn't come out right. It's like, to me, they should give you exactly what you should have. And for me, looking at my statement, it was like last year I paid $5,000 in interest on my house. Well, my tax refund didn't give me that back. They took the number, but you didn't get the whole thing back at all. So, it's just ridiculous. So I would rather not have a house payment and pay my property tax and my property tax and my house insurance, and that's it. I don't have to worry about anything else. I don't have to worry about some money grabber taking my interest and whatever, and not really paying on the house. I'm only paying like $200 and something a month for my house, and they're taking the rest of my payment for whatever. Okay, yes, for a house and property taxes, but the rest of it, they're just taking it. So we don't want to be in that situation. If you can, try to pay your house off as soon as possible. And, when you get in the house, that's your plan. Start working on it like goodbye. And once you get paid off, you can do what I'm thinking of doing. My parents did just the other day. They just bought their house free and clear the other day, which is across from mine, kind of to the right. And they had seen this house, and I had seen it and went and looked at it. They were doing bidding wars on it last year, and I backed up. And so the people that got in there, they have not been in there 3 or 6 months, and it's foreclosing. And my parents just got into it straight away, and there's no bidding war because the interest rate is high, and so people aren't buying houses right now. So my parents they came, they didn't have to bid on it, and they had the cash and they paid for it. They were getting ready to do a loan, and then he said he thought about me doing this cash stuffing, that I was not going to do that anymore. And he says, why are we doing it? We got the money, let's pay for it and get it over with, and we don't have to worry about it. And that's exactly what they did. So I want you to take care, enjoy yourself. I'm going back out in the sun, and get myself together and look at the sun. So it's beautiful out there. I hope it's beautiful where you are, and have a wonderful, blessed, and ongoing happiness in your life. Bye-bye.